Hello, friends. Stephen Talbot here, of course. So first of all, my voice is coming back, thank God, and I feel so much better. Someone actually was around for like 5 minutes right before Christmas, and they were really sick. And they gave it to me, obviously, and it was like so weird because I went through a phase where like maybe one day I felt like I had the flu, and then I was fine. I just got up and went, and then my voice left, and then my throat started hurting. I thought it was strep throat. It was. I didn't go to the doctor, but I didn't have like the white things in my throat, so it wasn't that. I've had tonsillitis in the past, and it started feeling like that towards the end, but I was just waiting it out because I don't like to take antibiotics and stuff. I know that they're bad for you, and you build resistance to them and all that. I love documentaries, and I watch them all the time. Anyway, it got to the point where I was almost in tears. Like in the morning I'd be okay, but by the end of the day, my throat hurt so bad that I could not even swallow, and it was very painful. So I did one of those video on call doctors. She gave me nasal spray, which did not help at all. And I even mentioned to her, I thought that maybe it was time for me to do antibiotics because so I started feeling it the day, maybe 2 days before Christmas. No, the Thursday before Christmas. So that would have been like the 21st or something like that. And today, I have no idea what today is. Anyway, it lasted a long time. And so finally I was like, look, I've got to do something. I've been on antibiotics for the day before yesterday. I ended up going to a walk-in clinic, which cost a fortune. But I couldn't take it anymore. So I've taken antibiotics for those 2 days, and it's just a miracle. I just feel 1,000 times better. It's amazing that antibiotics do that. And it's also amazing that I caught whatever this bacterial infection was just from being around somebody for like 5 minutes. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me better. So I can't remember. Hold on. Okay. I can't remember which homes I showed you the last time we did this video. But I was going to take you through because a lot of progress has been made. Although we are so far from being finished. There's been so much going on. But in this video, I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you. I think before I showed you, the garage was packed full of stuff and I was panicking, wondering if everybody was going to be able to move it or whatever. Well, I'd hired a bunch of guys from a local labor company. I told them I needed, specific guys with specific skills. That was a disaster. In fact, looking back on it, they worked for 2 days. Of all the guys, it was like 8 guys. It was 8 guys. I ended up keeping 4 guys. It was 4 guys. Was it? Hold on, 6 guys. I can't remember. Actually, half the time I can't even tell what unit I'm in because we're doing one development that's got 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and the other one has 3, and they all look so similar, and they're all right next door to each other. So as we're doing this, it's like, what unit am I in? So I've actually posted. I got Well, this one says kitchen over here, but I have at the front door, the garage door, the garage outside. I have big old sign that says what unit it is because we keep getting lost. So I ended up picking the 2 guys out of that group, and we ended up undoing a lot of the mistakes that they made. There were things in the wrong rooms, and it was crazy. And also, we sorely underestimated how long this was going to take for many reasons. Several of the reasons are that we had major stuff to do to these properties, and I'll turn the camera around and talk to. So if you remember, I can't remember if it was these or the other properties. So let me just show you one. Okay, so this was one big open space. There's a living room and the kitchen, and this was the dining room. Let's see. So this was the dining room. This was all one big open space. There is 3 bedrooms here, and with vacation rentals, the more people you can sleep, the better. So we're turning this dining room, which also has its own attached bathroom and a closet already and a window, so it can be a full bedroom. They've thrown these walls up so fast. So I was a little bit worried. So at first we were talking about doing barn doors, from this side. And I was a little worried that it was going to make this side over here look a little small, on the small side. And then I was a little worried this was going to look makeshift, but it actually, once this is painted, I mean, this is going to look like, you know, it was part of the plan. I mean, it's a real wall. And I don't know what I thought in my mind, because I've never done anything like this before, but I mean, it's a real wall. We had to relocate some switches and stuff, but then we were concerned about the refrigerator knocking into the door or whatever, but no, it's not. Like, there's still this here. It's like, it looks really good. So, like I said, we made progress. Let me see if I can switch some lights on. So the TV, like, all the furniture is in the room it's supposed to be in. Artwork, pillows and stuff. And I mean, obviously the stuff hasn't been put together, but the TV guy came today and installed, like, oh my gosh, I guess 4 per unit, so 4 times 4 is 16. And then at the other development, he installed even more, because we're converting the garages to game rooms, and then we're doing TV sports walls in the living room. So, oh gosh, I think he installed probably 40 TVs today, which is insane. So here's what I wanted to show you. The reason I'm doing this video today is, oh, you know what? I'm in the wrong unit. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to take you to the right unit first. I did a video about these before, the little point devices. So these are going up everywhere, but I'm so short that my little 4-step ladder will not get these on the ceiling. The ones I had before go on the wall. These go on the ceiling. These, man, I told you guys I'll link to the video below, but I've done a full unboxing and review of these devices. They measure the decibel level. They measure humidity. They detect other alarms in your house, like smoke detectors and that sort of thing. They detect temperature. They detect motion. And they are half the price of their competitor. And their competitor only monitors decibel level. So, and they require you to have a subscription. A subscription, I think it's, I can't remember. It's a monthly subscription, I think, or yearly or whatever. But these do not. And these do 10 times more things. The first version was awful. It was on Kickstarter, I think. These are the bomb. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Okay. How I'm going to take you to, let's see, what unit? Sorry, I'm trying to think here. I guess I'll take you to unit 2. Hold on. Let me get my backpack together. And my keys over here. See, stuff's still scattered. You know, there's some stuff that, like, this is such a big project that I really wanted irons, for example. There's, like, little nitpicky stuff. And, you know, even though we're not the ones cleaning this ourselves, we want to make things as easy as possible for our housekeepers so they can focus on, like, attention to detail and not necessarily, like, little stuff. These are much better if they coil inside. If you pull on the cord and they automatically coil inside. But I didn't specify, so that's not, that didn't get ordered. There's like a lot of the furniture we ordered is actually was broken or missing parts or whatever. We have decided we're doing hot tubs on the rooftop decks here. There's gas lines for the grill, so we do not have to. So a lot of times grills are a pain because you have to have your housekeeper check for propane. Well, before those were totally done, we had the builder go ahead and install a gas line. So we never have to worry about propane. And we had them install water and whatever electricity, whatever electric thing has to go. So we're going to put hot tubs, which I think will totally pay for themselves because there's really not that many options in Nashville anyway. There are some hot tub options, but they're shared. There's not really any options for like private rooftop things. All right. Oh, shh. What the hell? Sorry, the garage door opened back up. Sorry this is taking so long. So weird. That garage door, I swear I saw it do it another time. It like just opened by itself. Okay, so I'll show you some of the stuff here. Okay, so it looks like a nightmare, right? But this is all trash. Like, all of this is trash. And because I ordered a dumpster. Oh, it's dark outside. You can't see. That's a dumpster over there. But we've already filled that. We thought we would have it one time. Oh, my God. We've already filled that thing. Oh, my God. It's $250 every time they come and empty it. And I think we filled it probably 4 or 5 times already. So, we are way over budget. Damn, that heat is loud in here. Okay. Anyways, we were way over budget. Yeah, this place is really coming together. So here's this room. So here we got a full twin, and that's actually a full trundle, but the trundle is missing. So we're waiting on that to get shipped out. This is a shower. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. I can't remember. I think I showed you the other units, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Because it was right when we first got the shipment in. So yeah, we got the shipment for those units, and then we got a whole separate. Wait a minute. Everything's loud. We got a shipment for those other units, and then we got another shipment for these units. All right, without further ado, this is the whole point of this video, and I'm sorry for rambling. I'm taking forever. Okay. See, here's how the other ones were. They haven't done this one yet, but there's going to be a wall put here as well. So this was meant to be a dining room. I think I like the darker cabinets better than the lighter ones. Have you heard of Velop? And this really applies whether you have multiple units next to each other or whether you just have a large vacation rental. Okay. Velop. There's other options. This is a new, well, honestly, it's not new in the business world, but it's relatively new in the consumer world. It's called mesh wireless. And what it is instead of having one router in your house, you have multiples. And as long as it works sort of like Zigbee, if you're familiar with that. But as long as one of these is close enough to another, you can add as many more as you want, and then they get the signal from each other. And the signal doesn't degrade over the units, over the nodes they're called. So, with a lot of systems, you can add 100 of these things, as many as you want, to cover as much space as you want. So, what we've done, and this was something that I love, Internet of Things and internet and computers and all that. I grew up teething on computers practically. I worked for Dell for 10 years. It's just something that I enjoy doing. So I wanted to really try this out and see if this would work. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. Okay, so we have 3 units. There's 1, 2, 3, okay? And there's one like across a little driveway. I don't know if you could tell when I showed you when I was outside a minute ago. But basically these are 2 rows of townhomes. I don't know if you can see it or not because the light's on. Or maybe hold on. There are 2 rows of townhomes. They all have garages, and there's like a little driveway. A little driveway in between. So we have the 3 units. I'm in the middle one right now. So we have the one on this side, the one over here, and we also have this one, okay? So, and they're tall. There's the bottom floor, middle floor, 3rd floor, and the roof. There's 4 units. So, if you were to pay for cable, for all those units and internet, you're looking at about $150 per unit. So that's $600 a month. Plus the other 3 units, you'd have to do those 3, right? So that's $450 a month. So that's over $1,000 a month. I was thinking, that's crazy. Why can't we just get one internet? We got these units. I'm going to take the middle unit. I'm going to get the fastest speed available. So we got 1 gigabit per second. Super blazing fast. I have gig at my house, and when I got it, it was like, when it first came to Nashville, it was $2.99 a month. Then Google Fiber came here, but they really never have launched. They're only in like a few buildings downtown. And it's been several years, and I haven't seen any sign of it anywhere but like a few new buildings. That's it. They were cheap, but Comcast was outrageous. Well, I got gig speed for $69 a month. So, this is so crazy. We already have Comcast TV at three other units. Well, each Comcast account allows you to create 7 email addresses. You know, Steven dot whatever at Comcast.net and Joe.blow at Comcast.net and so on. They're all different logins. Well, Roku or Xfinity, which is Comcast, has an app on Roku. So does Spectrum and Roadrunner and all these others. And it makes it so that you can actually watch streaming live cable TV by logging into your account through the Roku without, so there's one caveat. So without having a cable box or a coaxial cable from the cable company going into a box or to the TV or whatever. But you have to be on Xfinity or Comcast internet, okay? So we have the internet over here. We already have the Comcast accounts. So for $69 a month, basically for internet only, we're getting premium cable on all these TVs and all these units. And blazing fast internet, all for $69, which is insane. I mean, it's insane. I can't remember the math exactly, but I think across 7 units, basically it's going to save us, I think it was over $10,000. It was over $10,000 a year. I think it was 13, or was the number 12 something? I can't remember. But yeah, that's crazy, right? And the reason we're able to do that, you honestly could have always done this with business equipment, but it worked great with Velops. So, you know, I waited for a Black Friday sale or whatever, and I got, they sell different versions of this. There's a pack of 3, a pack of 2, and then you can get them. This is a tri-band node, which is great because if it's like highly congested, you can use multiple different 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. You can get these that are plug-in nodes so that you can just plug them up. These have a power adapter, but even if they just came out with the plug-in ones. And the higher up the nodes are, the better. Outlets are usually on the wall. So what I'm doing instead is I've ordered these they're like little ball mounts, and these sit in them. Okay. So I bought 3 sets of these for 7 units. So this was probably $1,000 basically. Well, $1,000 for these, and then I don't like paying the cable company's modem rental fee, so I also bought 2 cable modems. And I also bought, I'll explain in a second. So there's these. So all I did, the unit that's in the middle, we have a networking closet in here. They installed behind this panel is Ethernet. So this house, it's actually wired for Ethernet. But obviously these are 3 different units and a 4th unit over there, so they're not connected together. But I figured this unit number 2 in the middle is sort of gonna be the main one. So all the nodes, there's a node on every floor in this unit. There's the main one here, and there's one up here, and there's one down here. And those are all hooked up via Ethernet because Ethernet runs all through this house. So I did have to buy a network switch, but that was like $49. It's back there. Plus, the Ethernet's also going to the Ethernet will also give internet to the TVs, but only in this unit. But I didn't want to lose any speed with Wi-Fi, so we got all these units, or all these nodes, and these units. Oh, you can't even see the node. There it is up there. Right there. Okay, so I installed one there, okay. Then I went across the street. Oh, that's what was that? Oh, my tablet's talking. It scared me because there's nobody here but me. You can't really see, but the unit over there, on the same level, I installed, let me think. Yes, okay, hold on. I installed the main node here in the middle, and I installed one upstairs. I did not install one in the bottom. Over there, I installed one node in the middle and one node up there. I installed one node in the middle here on the unit over here and one node up. Same over here. One node on this unit over here. and one node up. And I did it so that the main one is here, so I did the one over here as close to here as possible. I did this one as close to this as possible. I made them centralized as much as possible. And so I only used, what, one, two, two in here. Oh, wait. Okay, I used two in here, okay? One here, one up. And then I used one over there, and one over here. So that's 5. I used 5 of them. We have flawless, full strength, 5-bar Wi-Fi that clocks in at 680 megabits per second, covering 4 homes for $69. Now tell me that is not freaking crazy. It was wild. I mentioned it to several people, and they were like, man, you're crazy, you can't do that. You got walls, you got a parking lot in between you, but it worked. And we're saving a ton of money. Not only that, but it makes things easier. We have a Schlage, keyless entry that are on Zigbee, either Zigbee or Z-Wave, I can't remember. So we have a SmartThings router or SmartThings hub here. So, and they're all on the same Wi-Fi. So all of the Alexas are on the same Wi-Fi. All of the SmartThings on the same Wi-Fi. The locks are on the same Wi-Fi. It's just easier to manage. There could be an issue, potentially, and that issue would be if we have a guest over in this unit that decides to broadcast, their YouTube video onto another TV, that could be an issue, I guess. But we intentionally are using Rokus and not Chromecast. You can still do it with Rokus, but it's a little more involved, so maybe I hope it won't be an issue. So we'll see. And that's another cool thing, too, is all the Rokus will be on the same internet. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. So I know I've been going for 21 minutes. I'm going to name the video Velop covering 4 houses or something. So I apologize if you tuned in just for that information and it took me all day to get there. But basically, if you have multiple vacation rentals, it's just crazy. I've been in vacation rentals before where the owner had 4 of them and they all were separate internets. And maybe before you really couldn't do it because it wasn't really possible, or you would lose the signal or it wouldn't be fast enough. But it is now, at least in this area. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy yourself.